Good day and welcome to today's class. Today's class is a continuation of our previous classes on application of SURDS. In today's class, we shall be looking at evaluation of expressions involving SURDS. Example 1 says, given that root 3 is equal to 1.732 and root 2 is given to be 1.414, we are to evaluate the following to three significant figures. At the previous classes, I have taught you how to rationalize SURDS, and this is where we apply some of that which we have learned. That if you punch your calculator, you discover that root 3 is given to be 1.732. But if you are to divide this 1 by 1.732, like I said at the introductory class, that it will be very difficult for you to divide. But if 1.732 happens to be at the numerator and the denominator happens to be a rational number, it will be very easy for you to divide. So it is very easy to multiply irrational numbers than dividing them. So what we are going to do in questions like this, we are going to rationalize the denominator and thereafter substitute the value of root 3 if it still appears, and then simplify. But at that point, root 3 will no longer be found at the denominator but at the numerator. So 1 over root 3 can be said to be, when you rationalize it, by multiplying both the numerator and denominator by root 3. This is said to be equal to 1 times root 3 is root 3 divided by root 3 times root 3 is said to be 3. At this point, root 3 now happens to be at the numerator. So we shall now substitute the value of root 3 for it and then divide by 3. At that point, you discover that it is very easy to divide. So this is equal to, I will now substitute, that is 1.732 divided by 3. And when you divide, 3 into itself is 1. 3 into 1, it cannot. So you write down 0 at a point. Bring forward the second digit, that becomes 17. 3 into 17 is said to be 5 times remainder 2. For 5 times 3 is 15. So take the next digit and add and attach behind it, it becomes 23. 23 divided by 3 gives us 7 remainder 2. For 7 times 3 is 21. So you have 2 left. This becomes 22. 22 divided by 3 is said to be 7. Remainder 1. Add 0 to it and divide. It gives you 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So this is approximately what you will get. B, that we should evaluate 2 divided by root 2. So you rationalize. This becomes 2 root 2 divided by 2. And 2 root 2 divided by 2, 2 will cancel out, leaving you with root 2. So root 2 is equal to, if you look at the value of root 2, 1.414, you now substitute it to be 1.414. And this is your answer. C, if you are asked to evaluate this, given the values for root 2 and root 3, you also rationalize, but in this case, this is a binomial surd, so we are going to multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of root 3 plus root 2, of which the conjugate is said to be root 3 minus root 2 divided by root 3 minus root 2. So when you do this, you are going to have 2 into bracket root 3 minus root 2 divided by difference of 2 squares, that is 3 minus 2. This gives us 2 into root 3 minus root 2 divided by 1. And this is equal to 2 into root 3 minus root 2. But we are asked to evaluate, and they have given us the values for root 3 and root 2. So we then substitute. This is equals to 2 into root 3 is said to be 1.732. So this is 1.732 minus root 2 is said to be 1.414. So we simplify further. When you subtract 1.732 minus 1.414, 2 minus 4 cannot. You borrow 1 from 3. This becomes 2, and this gives you 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 2 minus 1 is 1. 7 minus 4 is 3, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So this is equal to 2 times 0.318. And when you multiply this by 2, you have 2 times 8 is 16. You write down 6 and carry 1. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. And 2 times 3 is 6. 0 times 2 is 0. So this is your answer. Without the use of calculator, I have been able to simplify this. D, 1 divided by root 3 minus root 2. So we are going to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of root 3 minus root 2. That is to say root 3 plus root 2 divided by root 3 plus root 2. So when you multiply, this is going to be root 3 plus root 2 divided by 3 minus 2, which is equal to root 3 plus root 2 divided by 1. And anything divided by 1 is said to be that number. But we already have it given that root 3 is given to be 1.732. So we then substitute 1.732 plus 1.414. And when you add this, let's do it here. 1.732 plus 1.414. 2 plus 4 is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. Carry 1. And 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives us 3. So our answer is equal to 3.146. Kindly like our videos as you watch. Why? We recommend you to subscribe to this channel if you are yet to do so. Also turn on the notification bell so as to be notified whenever a new video is being uploaded. We also recommend you to use the comment section to interact with me on issues that are still difficult to you. You can also share the links with your friends so that they can also benefit from this class. We shall now take more exercises on evaluation of expressions involving SURDS. In this set of examples, we have it that given that root 6 is equal to 2.449, root 5 is given to be 2.236, and root 3 is given to be 1.732, while root 2 is said to be 1.414. We are to evaluate the following and leave your answers correct to 3 significant figures. So we are going to do what I have been doing ever since the values of root 6, root 5, root 3, and root 2 are given. So all you need to do, like I said, is to rationalize the denominator and thereafter substitute the required irrational number that is given. So, example 1, we are going to multiply by root 6 divided by root 6. This is to enable us rationalize the denominator. This is equal to 6 divided by root 6, divided by 6. And this is equal to, please don't divide. This is root 6 and this is 6, so you can't divide. Rather, you get the value for root 6, which is 2.449 divided by 6. This is equal to 6 into itself is 1. 6 into 2 it cannot. So you write down 0, put your point, and take the first 2 digits. This becomes 24. 24 divided by 6 is 4. Take the next digit. 6 into 4 it cannot. You write down 0 and take the next 2 digits, which is 49. 6 into 49. I know that 6 times 8 is 48. So this becomes 8. Remainder 1. Add 0 to that 1 and divide. It gives you 1. But remember, our question says we should leave our answers correct to 3 significant figures. And when you approximate this is said to be equal to 0.408. Because 1 is not up to 5, so we round it down and add 0 to the third significant digit. Question 2. We have 3 divided by root 6. You also rationalize. Divide by root 6 over root 6. And this is said to be equal to 3 root 6 divided by 6. 3 is a factor of itself and 6. So 3 into itself is 1. Into 2 into 6 is 2. Leaving us with root 6 divided by 2. And root 6 is said to be 2.449, or divided by 2. 2 into itself is 1. 2 into 2 is 1. Put your point. Remainder 0. 2 into 4 is 2. Into 4 is 2. 2 into 9 is 4. Remainder 1. Add 0 to that 1 and divide by 2. It gives you 5. So approximately this is equal to 1.225. Since 5 is half of 10, you round it up to 10 and add 1 to 4, making it 5. So that's how I got 1.225. But if it was to be a digit less than 5, then you add nothing to the third digit. But to 3 significant figure, this is to 4. So to 3 significant figure, I beg your pardon, this is said to be 1.22. You consider the third significant figure, which is 4. And since 4 is not up to half of 10, you round it down to 0 and add 0, you may call it, to 2. And this gives you 1.22. Question 3. 1 divided by root 5. You rationalize by multiplying by root 5 over root 5. This is said to be equal to root 5 over 5. And we have the value of root 5 given to be 2.236 divided by 5. So you also divide. 5 into itself is 1. 5 into 2, it cannot. You write down 0, put your point. 5 into 22 is 4 times remainder 2. This becomes 23. 5 into 23 is 4 times remainder 3. 5 into 36 is 7 times remainder 1. Add 0 to that 1 gives you 10. Divided by 5 is said to be 2. So approximately to 3 significant figure, this is said to be 0.447. Kindly like our videos as you watch, while we recommend that you subscribe to our channel if you are yet to do so. Also turn on the notification bell so as to be notified whenever a new video is being uploaded. You can also use the comment section to interact with us on issues you are still having in mathematics, while you can also share the link with your friends and family. 4. We have 2 divided by root 6 plus root 5. We have been given the values for root 6, root 5, root 3, and root 2, and we are asked to evaluate and leave our answers correct to 3 significant figures. So we are going to rationalize this. This becomes times root 6 minus root 5 divided by root 6 minus root 5. And when you rationalize, this gives us 2 into brackets root 5 minus root 6, minus root 5 divided by 6 minus 5. This is equal to 2 into root 6 minus root 5 divided by 1, which is still root 6 minus root 5. So we shall substitute now. This is equal to 2 into root 6 is said to be 2.449. So we have 2 times 2.449 minus root 5 is given to be 2.236 minus 2.236. You then subtract 2.236 from 2.449 before you multiply by 2. And when you do that, you may have something like this: 2.449 minus 2.236. For 9 minus 6 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. And 2 minus 2 is 0. So this becomes 2 into 0.213. And when you multiply 0.213 by 2, you will have 0.426 as your answer. The question says we should leave it to 3 significant figures, and this is in 3 significant figures. Kindly like our videos as you watch, while we appeal that you subscribe to our channel. Also turn on the notification bell so as to be notified whenever a new video is being uploaded. You can also use the comment section to interact with me on issues that are still difficult to you. Also, you are advised to share the link with your friends so that they can also benefit from this class. Question 5. We have 3 divided by root 6 minus root 5. We rationalize times root 6 plus root 5 divided by root 6 plus root 5. And when you simplify, this gives you 3 into root 6 plus root 5 divided by 6 minus 5. This is equal to 3 into root 6 minus root 5. We then substitute the values. This is equal to 3 into root 6 is 2.449 minus 2.236. And when you subtract 2.449 minus 2.236, this is 312. That is 3 times 0.213. And when you multiply, this is said to be equal to 0.639 in 3 significant figure. Question 6. We have 7 root 5 divided by 4 root 3. When you rationalize, you multiply by 4 root 3 divided by 4 root 3. This is said to be equal to 7 times 4 is 28 root 15 divided by 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times root 3 times root 3 is 3. So this can be simplified to be equal to 4 can divide 28 and 16. 4 into 28 is said to be 7. 4 into 16 is said to be 4, leaving us with 7 root 15 divided by 12. This is equal to 7 into I can express root 15 in terms of the given values, which I can say is 5 times 3. So I can express this to be root 5 times root 3 divided by 12. And this is equal to 7 into, what is root 5? Root 5 is given to be 2.236. That is 2.236 times root 3. Root 3 is given to be 1.732. 1.732. So divide by 12. I'm going to multiply 2.236 by 1.732 before I multiply by 7. So this is 2.236 to be multiplied by 1.732. So we multiply 2 times 6 is 12. You write down 2 and carry 1. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. We also go this way. 3 times 6 is 18. You write down 8 and carry 1. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1, 10. You write down 0 and carry 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. While 3 times 2 is 6. This is point. We do same with 7. 7 times 6 is 42. I'll write down 2 and carry 4. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 4 is 25. I'll write down 5 and carry 2. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 2 is 16. I'll write down 6 and carry 1. 7 times 2 is 14 plus 1 is 15. So this is my 15. I'll also multiply 1 times this. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. And 1 times 2 is also 2. I will then add. This is said to be 2. 7 plus 8 is 15. You carry 1. This is 5 plus 0 is 5 plus 2 is 7. This is 4 plus 6 is 10. This is 15. This is 22. I'll write down 2 and carry 2. This is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. Write down 7 and 1. This is 7 plus 1 is 8. And this is 3. So I have done the multiplication. Now where will my decimal point fall? Since I have 6 digits after the decimal points, I'm going to count 6 digits from the back, and that is where my decimal point will lie. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my answer is said to be 3.87272. So this is equal to 7 times 3.87272 divided by 12. I'll still multiply this by 7. So if I multiply this by 7, this gives me 7 times 2 is 14, carry 1. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 1 is 36, 6 carry 3. 7 times 7 is 49, 49 plus 3 is 52. You write down 2 and carry 5. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 5 is 19. You write down 9 and carry 1. 7 times 7 is 49, plus 1 is 50. You write down 0 and carry 5. 7 times 8 is 56. 56 plus 5 is 61. You write down 1 and carry 6. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 6 is 27. So this is 27.10924. So this is equal to 27.10924 all divided by 12. I'm doing this for those who are still having issues with division and multiplication. This will enable you to master how to divide and multiply without the use of calculator. So to be divided by 12, 12 into itself is 1. 12 into 27 is said to be 2. For 2 times 12 is 24. So 2 remainder 3. This becomes 31. I'll put my point. 31 divided by 12 is said to be 2, because 2 times 12 is 24. So 31 divided by 12 is said to be 2 remainder 7. This becomes 70. 70 divided by 12 is 5 remainder 10, because 5 times 12 is 60. So this becomes 109. 109 divided by 12 is said to be 9. For 9 times 12 is 108. So you are left with 1. Okay, so this becomes 12. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 12 into 6, it cannot. You write down 0 and bring the next digit, it becomes 64. 12 into 64 is 5 times remainder 4. Add 0 to it and divide by 12. This gives us 3. For 3 times 12 is 36. And it continues. But we have exceeded the 3 significant figures we are expected to leave our answers. So you can stop at this point and approximate it. So this is approximately equal to 2.26. When you approximate 9, you add 1 to 5. And that gives you your answer. So to make it simpler, as you work, you can then use your calculator as an aid to fasten your division. Question 7, we have 9 root 5 divided by 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3. We shall rationalize, and this becomes times 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 divided by 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. So when you multiply, this gives us 9 root 5 into 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3, all divided by 3 root 2 squared minus 2 root 3 squared. This is equal to 9 root 5 into 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3, all divided by 3 root 2 squared is said to be 3 times 2 minus, 9 times 2 minus 4 times 3. For this can be said to be 9 root 5 into 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3, all divided by 9 times 2 is 18 minus 12. This is equal to 9 root 5 into 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 divided by 18 minus 12 is 6. Something can divide. 3 into 6 is 2. 3 into 9 is 3. I like simplifying my work so as to work with smaller digits as against very big digits. So I will now open the brackets. This can be said to be 9 times root 5 times root 2 plus 6 times root 5 times root 3, all divided by 2. So this is equal to, we have already been given the values for root 5 and root 2. Root 5 is said to be 2.236. So this is 9 times 2.236 times root 2, which is given to be 1.414 plus 6 times root 5, which is 2.236 times root 3. Root 3 is given to be 1.732, all divided by 2. So this can be said to be equal to, I can still simplify this to be 9 times 2.236 times 1.414 divided by 2 plus 6 times 2.236 times 1.732, all divided by 2. 2 can divide itself 1. 2 into this is 1 point. 2 here is 1. 2 into 3 is 1, remainder 1. 2 into 16 is 8. I will do same here. 2 here is 1. 2 into this is 3. Using your calculator, when you multiply 9 by 1.118 times 1.414, you are going to get 14.22768 plus 3 times 2.236 by 1.732 gives us 11.618256. When you sum both of them together, it gives you 25.845924. So the question says we should leave our answer to 3 significant figures. So this can be approximated to be 25.8 as 4. When you round it off, you add 0 to 8, and this is your answer. Kindly like our videos as you watch. While we recommend that you subscribe to this channel if you are yet to do so. Also turn on the notification bell so as to be notified whenever a new video is being uploaded. We also recommend that you use the comment section to interact with me on issues that you are still finding difficult. You're also expected to share the videos with your friends and families so that they can also benefit from this class. Question 8, you rationalize by multiplying by root 2 plus root 3 divided by root 2 plus root 3. So when you rationalize, you are going to have 4 root 3 into root 2 plus root 3 divided by 2 minus 3. So this, when you simplify further, this will give us 4 root 6 plus 4 times 3, all divided by 2 minus 3, which is minus 1. This is equal to 4 root 6 plus 12 divided by minus 1. So this is equal to minus into 4 root 6 plus 12. And we know that the value for root 6 is given to be 2.449. So this is bracket 4 times 2.449 plus 12. So when you multiply this by 4, that is 4 times 2.449, it gives you 9.796 plus 12. And when you add that to 12, your answer is said to be 21.796. But we have to leave it in 3 significant figure. This becomes 21.8 as your answer. That brings us to the end of today's class. In today's class, we have been able to evaluate expressions involving SURDS. But before we go, let me leave you with this as an assignment. All you need to do is put this over 1, rationalize it, and then substitute. You also have number 10 for your assignment. 2 root 3 divided by 5 root 2 minus root 5. Thank you for your time. See you in our next class. Cheers.